Hi guys, it's Lily. Be happy. So there's a lot of drama going on with the whole James Charles situation, with him losing subs and then gaining subs back, and then Jeffree Star and Toddy gaining subs and then starting to lose subs back. It's a whole thing. There's like literally even a Snapchat filter of James's face. Roll it. I can't. Why? I don't understand the meaning behind the snap filter and all, but hey, that's not what I'm really talking about. So, I'm gonna be telling you about 30 differences between America and Armenia. So Armenia is a small country next to Turkey. You're seeing it on the screen right now. So I'm gonna be telling you 30 differences. Number 1, we have going to college and moving out after you graduate high school, which is some of my favorite ones. So here we have both colleges and universities, and college works as a university in America. So if I'm talking to someone American, I'll tell them that I am a college student. But if I'm talking to an Armenian person, I'll say that I'm a university student because that's how it is here. College has another purpose here. So after graduating middle school, a person can go to college, and after graduating college, which is practically like instead of high school, you can go to university and you can sit on your second year because you went to college and you get to skip the first year. That's how it works. So people can go to colleges instead of high schools, and then from there go to universities. That's how it is here. Number 2 on the list, I have chips. So there are so many different types of chips, and I absolutely love chips. It's everything. So we here don't really have a lot of it. So we have recently started to get Cheetos, which is like an American thing, and we never had them. Like 2 months ago, I noticed that they starting getting Cheetos here for the very first time, and here we have Lay's, Doritos, Pringles. So right now we already Cheetos, and that's it from the American ones, kind of from that side of the country. And the other chips that we get are mostly Russian. So that's like the difference between. Yeah, that's the whole thing that's been going on. And number 3 on our list, we have silly string. So silly string is just like a spray ball thing, which is good for like surprises and pranks. Mostly you're seeing it on the screen right now, and I absolutely love silly strings, but hey, it's a thing. And number 4 on the list is YouTube and Google. So get ready, because this is gonna be interesting and probably a little long. We don't have monetization here because we don't have a YouTube office, or YouTube space as they call it in America, or Google Office, or any type of thing like that. Nothing. Which is why I am not monetized, and I don't like that. Because I never use curse words, don't use like music that can be copyrighted almost at all. I try my best to keep the system going and like not to violate anything, but I'm not monetized. So one thing that's good about this is I don't have to fear demonetization. So I can do stuff that people who are afraid to be demonetized can't do, but I still don't do it. And next up on the list, number 5, we have famous people with merch. So obviously a lot of YouTubers, and not just YouTubers, also singers, sometimes even artists, and they have merchandise, which is it can be necklaces, shirts, hoodies, joggers, socks, gloves, bracelets, and literally anything with a certain picture or a symbol that is associated with the person, and they sell it for more money. I can't believe I just explained what merchandise is, but hey, for the people who didn't know. So here, first of all, as I already said, YouTube isn't monetized, so YouTube isn't like a huge thing here. People use YouTube to just watch videos, and no one really has channels for subscribing to others, not even that. And there are a lot of famous YouTubers here that people won't know. So mostly people like know PewDiePie and Markiplier. They're way up top, so they're famous, and obviously Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and people know them because they are famous mostly through controversies, and they're on the top. But if I mention someone, Sam Colby, or TFIL, or Corey Shear, or any other YouTuber, Jack's Films, no one will know unless I show a video and explain. So those type of YouTubers are not famous here, and that's a good thing, because honestly, if any YouTuber comes here, no one will recognize them, and they can like take a break and have a cool vacation, and no one will recognize them, then there won't be paparazzis running around after them. So that's, I guess, a plus for those people. We don't have that. So first of all, we don't have famous YouTubers that are from our country, because YouTube isn't a thing in here, but and even famous singers that we have here don't have merch. I have no idea why. It's just not a thing here, I guess. Next up on the list, number 6, we have haunted grounds. So there's tons and tons of haunted places just in LA and around LA. So there's the Witch's Forest in LA. Don't know much about it, but a friend went there, and Sam and Colby are, I think, planning on doing a video there. They found out about the forest thanks to the girl from their videos, Jennifer. Love her. But that and like other haunted places, like there's a haunted mall, and in Utah there's a literal pizzeria that's haunted. Here in the whole of Armenia there are a few haunted places, one of which is my college. Yeah, and I go there every day. Not always fun. So that, and we have a haunted bus stop, which is actually out of the capital, which is where I live. So like I can't go to all the places. And we have a haunted tunnel, which is similar to the ritual tunnel. By the way, tell me in the comments below if you want me to go there. And I might just do it if you want me to. And no, like it up. Like it up if you want me to go to the haunted tunnel. And there's like a few. So that's like it. And no haunted places almost at all. I don't know why, but hey, that's how it is. And next up on the list, number 7, we have spirit boxes. So probably in America, like I don't know, but most likely. If you go to like an electronics store or something, you can buy a spirit box. Like there definitely has to be at least one shop that will sell spirit boxes. So a spirit box, which you're seeing on the screen right now, is literally a box through which you can communicate to spirits. Ghosts and demons and whatever, and it literally just speaks to you and makes like an annoying noise. It's like, I hate that. And we don't have them in stores here, so like if I had to get one, I would have to order Ouija boards. Number 8 on the list. Ouija boards are not existent in here. So let me tell you why. Armenia is a Christian country. It was the first country to ever adopt Christianity, actually. So yeah, and I guess it's the reason that we don't have Ouija boards. But there's another thing here that's confusing, because we have tarot cards. Literally, I bought a deck of tarot cards from here. So my question is, if you don't consider tarot cards like a haunted thing or something that people should be afraid of, why is a Ouija board such a huge thing? Oh, let me guess. Because connects to spirits. Then please, I'm gonna put a warning up here right now, because Ouija boards are not safe. Like, have you watched Sam and Colby? Please. Ouija boards are literally 8+, and they're sold in toy stores, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, that is not normal. Like, Ouija boards are not safe, which is, I guess, a good thing that they're not sold here. Yeah. But I have one. I have one handmade, and also would have to order if I needed one, but I chose to make it with my own hands and safer that way. And again, probably wouldn't even be delivered here. Next up on the list, number 9, we have Target, and number 10 we have Walmart, and number 11 we have Dollar Store. None of those exist here. So we have similar things, but I guess they're called supermarkets in here, and there are a few big ones, but they can't compare to what Walmart and Target are. Like, no way. And also the dollar store. Like, we don't have stores that are that cheap. Hell no. Number 12 on the list, we have cars. And what I mean by cars is that if an American person is going somewhere, they usually have a car. Like, most of America has cars. And even if they don't, their friend has a car, so their friend takes them everywhere, so it's like a whole thing. Here we don't have that. I like go to college on a bus literally every day, so that's not a thing. Like, we have cars, but we, I guess, don't use them as often. Number 13 on the list, we have guide dogs, which is a huge problem of this country, because guide dogs, and in general service dogs, like, doesn't have to be a guide dog, are such a huge thing for blind people that we don't have them here. I can't even imagine how blind people live. So the difference here is not just because we don't have them here, but if you know Molly Burke, she's a YouTuber, she's blind, she's a huge inspiration of mine, and she has a guide dog. His name is Gala. As I said, not just guide dogs, because guide dogs are for blind people, but in general, service dogs that are given to people with certain disabilities. No, we don't have them. Yeah, that's kind of one of the sad things on the list. Next up, we have number 14, motivational speaking. So motivational speaking is a huge thing around the world. It's where you stand on a stage and there's a huge audience and you have a speech which is motivational, and you speak it. It's considered a job, literally, and it requires a lot of traveling, which is very, very fun. And Molly, as I said before, she is also a motivational speaker. Her speeches are on YouTube. You can check them out if you want. And she does that as a job. And here we don't have that. So, like, as a job, no. So next up on the list, number 15, we have abandoned places. We don't have abandoned places technically, because there are like a few abandoned places around the whole country. There's an abandoned swimming pool, there's an abandoned bus stop, there's an abandoned Ferris wheel, but all of those are spread throughout the whole country, so I can't even like go to those places if I wanted to. And abandoned places in the capital where I live, there was like literally one building that I went into, and I didn't film at the time. YouTube was not what I was thinking I'd be doing, but never filmed there, and now there's construction there, and they are building something else, so that's a bad thing, I guess, because now I can't even go there to film, even if I wanted to. Yeah, so abandoned buildings, not that many of them, like rarely, very rarely. Next up on the list, number 16, we have Diet Coke and Diet Root Beer. So there's obviously the Coca-Cola Zero thing, but that's not really the diet. So that is considered Diet Coke in here, but it's not. It's absolutely different. Diet Coke that exists in America is completely different from that, and we don't have them. I don't know why we don't get those. And also root beer in general, we don't have root beer here. We don't get it. I don't know why it's not delivered to this country, but it's not. And also the diet version of it, don't have it. And same with any type of soda or pop that has like a diet version, they're not delivered here. I don't know what's wrong with this country. Next up on the list, number 17, we have Reese's. Reese's is like everything. I love Reese's. But I've never tried one, ever, in my life, because they're not delivered here for some reason. So, never tried one, we don't get those, I don't know why. We have tons and tons of stuff that is similar to Reese's, but we don't have Reese's itself. And number 18 on the list, we have Ranch. So obviously, again, we have something similar to Ranch here, but we don't have Ranch exactly. Or Ranch flavored anything. We don't have that. So number 19 on the list, I have flavors of chips and mostly Cheetos. So each type of chips has tons and tons of flavors. So Cheetos, for example, has like literally more than probably 10 flavors, and we here have ketchup and cheese, and I think that's it. And we had one more, I don't remember what it was, and like those are the only flavors that are delivered here. I have no idea why, but again, not many flavor choices here. And then number 20 on the list, we have Cheerios. Never tried one, we don't have them, I have no idea why, but we don't, they're not delivered here. Again, I have no idea why, but they're not. And number 21 on the list is Braille. Braille is the English language, and it's like dots, literal small dots, which consist of letters. They're made into letters, so each letter it's like 6 dots. You use 6 dots to write, and that's it. And there are a whole Braille typing machines, which also for some reason don't exist here, and we don't have Braille. Yeah, nope. So Braille is used by blind people, but I mean, you don't have to be blind to want to learn Braille if you want to, I guess. But Braille is mostly for blind people. And it's not existing here. So number 22 on the list, I have Gucci. We don't have Gucci here. So there's like no official Gucci store. We like have tons and tons of fake Gucci, but no real Gucci. Me, on the other hand, my aunt lives in America and she brought me this pair of sunglasses that is real Gucci. And I'm a part of the Gucci gang now. I'll literally there. See that? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put these down now. Continuing on with the list, we have Louis Vuitton. Also, we don't have an official store of Louis here. Obviously tons and tons of fake Louis, but no, not real. And next up on the list, number 24, we have Starbucks. We don't have Starbucks here. So this is literally just a cup that I am drinking my coffee from, and it's just the little symbol of Starbucks. Like, you can have that printed out on a mug. But as far as actual Starbucks goes, and like the whole flavors and everything, no, we don't have Starbucks, which I struggle with quite a lot because I love Starbucks. Yeah, never tried it, but don't judge me. I love Starbucks, and I would absolutely love to try Starbucks one time in my life. And next up on the list, number 25, we have witchy or ghosty stores. So any stores that are connected to like witchy stuff, ghost hunting, or like special candles that are sold, or like special elixirs. So I know that in LA there's a shop that sells like elixirs and special candles for cleansing and stuff, but here we don't have anything that's related to it. So obviously we have candles, but those are just normal candles, so no special cleansing candles, no special stuff that has any relation to witchy stuff or ghostly stuff, which includes the Ouija board, and I would say which includes tarot cards, but I guess it doesn't because we have those. That's, I'm assuming, because the country is Christian, so stores that have stuff like that. And also I bought a Colby's spell book, not his, I mean the one that he uses. It's called A Spell a Day, and it'll be here soon, in June, to be literate. I ordered it online because, well, we don't have those. I'll show it to you later when I get it. So number 26 on the list, we have Uber. So obviously Uber is just an American thing, but Americans Uber everywhere. Literally, if someone doesn't have a car, they Uber all the time. And here we have apps like that, yeah, obviously, but we use them only like in critical situations, when you have to be somewhere in 5 minutes and you don't have time for any other public transport, so you call a taxi through the app, and that's it. and in other cases we don't really use them much. Or like if you have to go somewhere far, we also won't use it because it costs more money. And next up on the list, number 27, we have packing peanuts. So that's a peanut, that's a packing peanut, and packing peanuts are used to, well, literally packing. So like if there's a notebook or like a TV, they pack it with packing peanuts in the box so it won't be destroyed on the way to the owner. So I have no idea why, but we don't have those. If you watch TFIL or Elton Hastay, you know the crazy pranks he does. And I personally absolutely love that. And he has done a video where he pranked David Dobrik and filled his house up with packing peanuts. And then he also has filled Colby's car with packing peanuts once. And you just buy it. You just call it and you just buy it. So that's how it works. Here we do not have those, so I saw the prank, wanted to try something on someone, and then I understood that we don't have those. Another thing, I have no idea why. Like, why does this country not have packing peanuts? And whenever I try to explain to someone what a packing peanut is, I have to show a picture because no one understands, so that's also a thing. And number 28 on the list, we have famous YouTubers, which we don't have. So people don't really have like channels on YouTube here. I am an exception, I guess, and people just use YouTube to watch videos, which I already said in the first half of the video. So no famous YouTubers from this country. So there can be someone who's Armenian but like lives in LA or lives in Russia or in any other country which is monetized and which you can use YouTube as a job. But that doesn't count because like a person that's a YouTuber who lives here at this moment, none. None. We don't have it. We don't have that. And number 29 on the list, we have 1-star restaurants or any other food places. So Brandon Taylor, he does these food reviews where he goes to 5-star restaurants and 1-star places. So one day I decided to try something like that. Make a video and go to a 1-star place. So obviously Yelp doesn't help me that much because it's Armenia and we don't have like pages like that that show. We do technically, but I was literally not able to find not even one star place. I think it mostly depends on people's generosity. So like even if you think the place is bad, you would like put a 2 or 3 stars there, you know, so they won't feel bad or something like that, so they won't come after you, and so you won't give up a vibe that you didn't like it, which happens a lot here, which is why I was not ever able to find a 1-star place. We don't have those. That's the thing. And number 30 on the list, we came to the last one finally, is Tinder and Bumble. So literally when I tried to download Tinder for a video, again I wanted to make the like making myself a Tinder profile video, which a lot of YouTubers do, and I wasn't able to do it, which you can see on the screen. The app doesn't work in my country, and also Bumble too. Doesn't work here, and we don't even have apps, dating apps like that. We definitely, we have like probably 1 or 2, but like no thanks. Because Tinder and Bumble are probably like the most famous apps, so I wouldn't consider using any other apps, I guess, in a way, and we don't have those. And also mentioning we don't have ring lights, and by ring lights I mean the big ones, because we have small ones. We don't have a lot of stuff, but we have what we have, and like this video if you liked it. If you like, this is the end of the list. You can follow my social media, it will all be linked down below. You can also subscribe to me and turn on the bell. And also like this video if you want me to do another haunted video in a tunnel. Do it. Tell me if you want that. Like, please. I need to know, because I won't be going there for nothing, you know? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.